Welcome to the COVID-19 Wood Duck Project, everybody. My name's Ryan, and this is everybody's favorite waterfowl biologist, Archer.
Hi.
We decided that we would make another episode, even though this is 2 years on at this point, because the other night we had a fantastic opportunity to work with an actual waterfowl biologist. Not just everybody's, I mean, you're everybody's favorite still, so don't get too upset about it. But a real waterfowl biologist, Dr. Ben Settinger from the University of Wisconsin in Stevens Point, came by our place in order to work with us on some of our wood ducks. And well, Arch, what did you think about working with a real waterfowl biologist?
Yeah, I liked talking with someone who shared some of my same interests and hobbies, and he really taught me a lot more about wood ducks.
What did you learn?
I learned that about how long he measured a whole bunch of measurements, like how long their primary feathers are, and how long they're from the comb to the end of their bill, and from the tip of their bill to the end of their bill, and he just took all those measurements, and I did not know that much about wood ducks before.
Yeah, we learned an awful lot, and we put these little tags on called geolocator tags, and well, I'll let you watch the video here so you can see, and we'll talk a little bit more about it. The volume's not so good, we weren't wearing microphones, so turn up the volume on your computer, but enjoy. This is the thing, guys. It measures how long the daylight is. It's got a little photodiode on there. And as long as we know, I think basically we need to know the day that we put it on there, so we know when sunrise and sunset was today, right?
Yep. I left them on my back porch for 10 days, so we have a known light curve.
Awesome. And then, is this like your number on here, or is this like the company you bought these from? Or?
It's my cell phone.
Okay, cool.
Yep, so they can directly contact us. They're just data loggers.
Yeah.
So we need to get the data back. We had some of those that they had alphanumeric codes on them.
Yeah.
But we ended up scrapping that. We weren't doing any reciting or anything.
Sure. What do you need?
Yes, there's a little, just a little BZ.
Yep, BZ970.
I'm going to take a bunch of measurements.
Okay.
So we've got, I don't know, do you guys want to do this? Do you want to play that?
You put a band on it? Better on her right or her left?
Doesn't matter. We'll put one on each leg. Yeah. So that's her tarsus. That's kind of like our foot. And these are her toes
Can
here.
I just squeeze it on?
Yep, just give it a gentle squeeze.
Are your hands big enough? My hands are not big enough.
These ones are luminous.
She's gentle.
A little soft. Just go right till it closes there.
A little more.
And then we'll flip it this way. And then we'll just go
around it.
Like that?
Kind of give it a flatten. And then maybe come straight down.
Yeah. Even up the edges so there's nothing that pokes her.
Yeah.
We've done geese before. Flatten it out. Okay.
That's pretty good. And then on the other foot, these ones are a little bit tricky. They're not brittle, but they're just longer.
So Ben, where did you do tell us about your study. Where did you undergrad?
I did both my undergrad and PhD in Reno.
Okay.
The University of Reno. Okay. We did an experiment where we, for 4 years, we changed the bag limits for wood ducks in Nevada. So some years hunters could harvest 7 a day and others 1 a day.
Oh wow.
And then we had a lot of them banded, like 70 or 80% of the population marked, just in this little stretch of river in the Great Basin, Carson River. And I'll glue this here real quick. And so we were looking at how harvest affects survival and population change. And then another big part of the project was web tagging ducklings. So we had 400 nest boxes we'd monitor every week. And
400, that's a walk.
yeah, it was a lot. And then on the day of hatch, we'd go in and put little web tags in their toes.
Okay.
And we could do that when they were still in the egg and hatching out.
What did you use for your baseline for, so is it 29 days or is it 30 days? Like what's the for from first sit until hatch?
Oh, yeah, it varies.
I mean, I'm guessing you had to basically be able to predict it within a day or two, otherwise you're wasting your time. But.
Yeah, we would candle them. I just realized I forgot my candler. I'd like to. We'll look at her eggs and see.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just put that little light meter facing out.
That's awesome. And do we clip it?
Yeah, we'll clip it. We'll give it a good
Don't you?
touch just to make sure. With all those tagged ducklings, then we'd recapture them.
Yeah.
As they were growing up, and
Tag 'em again.
we could look at duckling survivals. And I was interested in how maternal investment affects duckling survival. So like when a hen initiates a nest, how that affects the survival of the ducklings and how big her eggs are.
Like
how
when you
that
say when,
affects-
like when in the season?
Yeah, like early versus
Sure.
late.
Yep.
And growth rates, like ducklings that grow faster obviously survive better.
Sure.
Ducklings that hatch earlier survive better.
That's super cool.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
let's just take a couple measurements here.
Got a duck turd in your bag here.
Yeah, so this is her, just a tarsus, just like our foot bone. This is her ankle, basically.
Does that give you an indication of how old she is?
It's a body size. This thing, it won't grow anymore after 40 days of age or something.
Okay.
So it's kind of a fixed structural, kind of like our height.
Yeah.
Just to measure how big she is. And then same.
Measure her. Calm in here. So then our goal is that either we will catch her again next year,
Yep,
or in the box, or someone will harvest her.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and they've got pretty high site fidelity, so
Right.
there's a
I
pretty
mean, we've
good chance
noticed
they'll
them.
come back.
Once
Yeah.
we started, it took us a few years to get them going, but once they started going, man, I mean, we could hardly find room for them all. So
Yep. Yeah, we just went to a place, we put out maybe 20 last year, and we got 2 back out of just 6 nests, I think, 7 nests.
okay, cool. It's almost colorful enough that if you were looking at her fly, you might be able to pick that out. That blue tag.
Yeah, that's, there's, some folks just published a paper on that recently. Oops. I just need one of her wings this time. We'll measure her. So I've got 10 of these. Yeah. Primary feathers. We'll measure them right there. It's also just kind of a structural.
For size.
And then we'll do her wing cord. Let's see if I can take her
She left me a present too.
back. Waders are kind of nice, even if it's not wet.
Don't wipe it on your face.
And we'll try to get a weight if we can find a flat spot.
How about right here?
Yeah, that should work. take some still pictures to it.
She's mistaken. Next time maybe.
This is the best part here. Maybe not.
Upside down.
$593 grams. That's pretty healthy for a female.
Oops. Just a little over a pound. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Pound,
Pound and
pound
a
and a
half.
quarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pound and a third. Okay.
All right. Who wants to let her go?
Should I just shuffle?
Toss
We
her.
we can try to set her back in there.
She might need to go clean up.
Yeah, she might.
Should I just let her go?
Yeah, we can just let her go.
Or is it best to put her back in?
Nope, I usually just let them go. All right. She'll be back usually. See the geolocators too, if we get her back, we can see roughly even when she came back into the spot. Every 5 minutes, we're doing that light reading.
That's awesome.
I need something with my leg.